Hello, guys. How are you doing? How is your family? How is everyone around you? Hope you're all doing very fine. Well, it's your boy FOD again on a Janla Crypto channel. How are you doing? So, before I say anything today, first of all, I want to tell you why you should subscribe to this channel. Why should you subscribe to a Janla Crypto channel? Well, if you subscribe to this channel, every information about the PulseChain network, the PulseX community, the X community, you will definitely find them here and regularly. And I can assure you that on the minimum, we should get 2 videos every week. And I know it should be more than that. But like Richard Arts always say, do not have expectation from the work of others. That's quite funny. But with that said, what you have to do now is just go down there at the left corner and subscribe. Don't just stop at subscribing. Make sure you click on the notification bell. And this is important because once you click notification bell, anytime we upload video here on Ejanla Crypto, immediately you get a notification bell and you will not miss out on this important information about where you have invested. Apart from PulseChain and PulseX and X, we'll still have other projects that we'll be talking about here that has good fundamentals and uh, technical reasons for you to invest in them. So this is essential for you to subscribe. Please do that if you have not done that previously. So let's get to the business of the day, guys. Now, the title says how PulseChain, PulseX, and X holders will become rich in 2022 and beyond. Three strong ways. So, what do I mean by saying this? First of all, I want us to, in case you are new to cryptocurrency, there are special videos for you so that you can understand how cryptocurrency works, especially for the fact that this channel was established or created more to educate the people who speak Yoruba language. On the other hand, we create content like this for big community and for others around, for everyone to enjoy so that they can have knowledge of how things works, and if they invest in a particular project, they can actually know what to do and what not to do. In case there are projects you have been invested in and you wish to talk about it, you want us to talk about it, just use the comment box below. Just go down there and make sure you comment under this video. Definitely we'll look at it and check out that project, and we'll do a video on it, both technical analysis and fundamental analysis. So for those who are new to this video, if something is not clear to you, you can make comment. But one thing I can assure you is that there are still tons of videos coming in for new ones who are just joining cryptocurrency, who want to know how to go about it, how to come in and how to exit from trades. So just calm down, don't worry, the videos are going to come both in Yoruba and also in English. So having known that, so let's go to the business of the day. So what we will do first before we go into the PulseChain and PulseX and X reasons why things the holders will be rich. So I would like to tell you where we are in the market at the moment, because that is significant, because that's what is currently happening. BTC just dumped overnight. Let's check the charts, and it's crazy, guys, crazy. Look at this, look at this, look at this. This is not looking good at all. This is not looking good. Let's click on BTC here, man. This is terrible. This is 30k, 38k, 38,774. So what I'll do, I'll go to my trading view so we quickly see. This is insane, guys. The reason why this is important is because anything that's happening, if anything happens to Bitcoin, it affects the crypto family. Okay, for those who are new, I want you to pay attention to what I'm just saying now. So I want to see, I often use the Bitstamp I normally use because I have drawn lines on it. I want to make sure that I'm using the right charts here. Bitstamp, I think. Okay, did I hide all the lines the other time. So well, let's use this. Let's use this chart. This is Bitstamps. Okay, this is ETH. Let me change to BTC here. BTC here. So let's go to BTC USD Coinbase now. I want BTC. Let me check Bybit. Okay, Bybit is perpetual here. So I want to make sure that I'm using the chart, the longest one of the longest charts. So that's why I'm trying to get the best of the chart here, so you can understand this thing. So BTC. Okay. Let me go to, I don't want to use Binance because Binance does not have some information about what I wanted to do. Okay. BTC, Coinbase, tire, Bitstamp. Okay, I have Bitstamp here. Yeah, good, because I already drew some lines here, so that's why I'm interested in the one with Bitstamp. So this is BTC chart from Bitstamp. If you have watched some of my videos recently, especially about X and how you could have sold at the top and exit on the sold at the top and re-enter on the low, I explain what RSI means. If you look at this place, if you look at this corner here, we have RSI 14 close. So if you look at this point, when you use RSI, what it means is once this chart goes beyond the 40 mark, 70 mark, we consider it as oversold. It's a region where you should sell, and when it comes low to this point at below 30, we consider it as oversold. And in the middle here, sometimes may be a good point for market to rebound. It's in a serious bull market at the middle here. So the top here, we have a top here, which is not 100% the final top before we move down to 60, around 60K or so. Then the top, the final top was here, and we have the last top here around. This is a bearish divergence. In case you don't know, this is what we call bearish divergence, like this. When on the chart you are seeing higher highs, let me show you. If you look at this, you see that this point is higher than this place. So when you see higher here and you see it is low to this point here, look at it. We have this place is higher than this point, but here is lower than this point. It's a bearish divergence, which means you're coming down. Then we retrace to 30K or 28K region. Then now the market bounced back a little bit. Then look at it. We have this huge bearish divergence, and that's why we see this red days coming in. Initially, many thought, let me just maximize this chart. So we thought that there could be a bounce from here, and I think it tried to hold, but a lot of people put their stop loss around this 40K. Now the market broke 40K, so you are expecting this strong balance bottom here around this 30K. But for me, I feel we will retouch the last top, the last old top. I might be crazy, I might not understand what I'm saying, but we might break below this point. If you understand how double top work, guys, if you know how double top work from technical analysis, I would like to teach you guys technical analysis with time. But if you know how double top work, when double top is coming back the second time, usually it breaks below the first low. Okay, it breaks below it, but BTC is so strong and many people want to get into it before it goes too low. So there's a possibility we may have a temporary bounce at this point, but I feel we might retouch this region, this 20K region. Okay, so that's that about BTC. So the reason why I'm showing this is because I'm going to refer to this BTC chart. So now let's go to number one reason why. Let's look at the thumbnail again. How PULSECHAIN, PULSEX, and HEX holders will become rich in 2022 and beyond. So we have three ways. So for this, the number one way is the fact that the number one reason why PULSECHAIN holders and PULSEX holders and HEX holders will be rich is because, number one, this project has good tokenomics. If you go to PULSECHAIN.com, the testnet is already live. if you go and read the tokenomics, you see what it means. Do you understand what it means for someone to copy the fork of Ethereum and have all the ERC20, all the ERC20s on the same chain? Let me just tell you something about layer 1 projects. If you look at, I will talk about Casper. In case you don't know Casper, Casper is one of the projects that that I rate so much, because they tend to want to do something similar to what PLS is trying to do, Casper network. So it's a layer 1 network project too. Now you see they broke beyond 1 cent, and I've been thinking about this all this while, that with the way market is going, it could break below 1 cent. So if you go to one of the markets here and check the charts, I just want to quickly show you something. It's a layer 1 project. So let's go to the chart here, get to that IO OB. I kind of like, let me open the gate.io. Now I want to show you something about this chart here. I don't know if I drew lines on these ones, but let's go to the daily charts. I'm always interested in strong, yeah. Okay, did I draw a line on this one? I think I did. Let me larger. Let me do full screen then. Full screen. Yeah. So, okay. If you look at this, I didn't draw a line here, but one thing is this: there's a line here, a support. Now it has been broken. Now look at it. It got down to 0.872. Now, this project is trying to solve Ethereum problems, but because people are not yet on Casper, they don't know about it yet, the project is still struggling. You can see now the huge bottom. Do you know where it crashed from? It crashed from around $1 when it was launched. Look at it, from $1. In short, if we consider the IOU price, it came down from 60 something dollars, yes, on Huobi. So that's crazy, guys. So because the people don't know about it, so there was no serious adoption. Now this could be a good time to enter into this project, because it's about to hit the all-time low here. It's going out to oversold region. Now you remember I mentioned earlier in this video that oversold region is the time it shows when a particular project is at the bottom, final bottom. So if you want to buy, you can just buy now. This is not a financial advice, sorry, I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm just speaking based on technical analysis. So what point do I want to drive from this Casper as regards PulseChain? So PulseChain is layer 1 project, Casper is a layer 1 project, but there's going to be a difference between the two. The difference is because the difference is going to be early adoption. PulseChain, automatically we are onboarding all the ERC projects, ERC20 projects into PulseChain directly. That means you don't need to advertise. Automatically they see the coins in their wallets. You get a point. As immediately they add PRC token to their wallets like this. The explanation on how to add PulseChain network to your wallet has been explained here. The testnet, how you can add the testnet to your wallet. So immediately they add, by the time the mainnet is launched, immediately they add PulseChain to their to one of the networks on their wallet. Automatically they see all those their ERC20 tokens. So automatically we are onboarding a lot of people from other projects into this project directly. So you don't need to advertise, you don't need to do any marketing. So like what Casper is suffering, PulseChain is not going to suffer it. Are you getting? Is that clear to you guys? So all right, if you get that point, that means we have a strong tokenomics for this project called PulseChain that is going to come. It's a layer 1 project that takes time, most of the time, for adoption, but with this style, or the fact that we are onboarding all the ERC token guys into PulseChain immediately, it shows that there's adoption already. So no need for marketing and all that for people to be able to get in. So now let's talk about X. X has a very good tokenomics. A lot of people have been saying that, well, the burning is not going to happen. The burning is going to happen. A problem. But don't forget, there's going to be yield farming too. Yeah, there's going to be yield farming, and providing liquidity too is going to be there. And once they are yield farming, people are actually going to put their their tokens, lock their tokens there to earn more. So, and if you engage in the providing liquidity, you know the price for that, you are going to get you are going to get around 70 something percent of that of the cost of the trade, which is 0.29 of every trade. So guys, this is why, look at it, the information here. PULSEX is awesome. PULSEX will have a 0.29% fee that users pay on every swap. This is less than SushiSwap, Trader Joe, QuickSwap, and Uniswap. 76% of all trades fees could be distributed to liquidity providers. There's someone who commented on a video that I did. This video was on it was a video on comparing PULSECHAIN and PULSEX. If you have not watched that video, please go and watch it. Just check some of the videos there. I'll add it to this point in the video if possible, or at the end of this video you will see the video. So someone made a comment down there that because Richard has used the word could in the white paper here, that look at it, that 21% of this 0.29% fee will be used to buy back and burn PULSEX. He's saying because could was used, this word could was used here, that it means that they are probably not going to do it. But I want to point his attention to the could that was used here. Look at it. It says PULSEX will have 0.29 fee that users pay on every swap. That is less than SushiSwap, Trader Joe, QuickSwap, and Uniswap. It says 76% of all trading fees could be distributed to liquidity providers. So if this guy, I can't remember his name now, I'll check later, but if you think about this, are you trying to say that this 76% is not going to be distributed to the liquidity providers? Okay? Are you going to tell me that? Or are you going to say that there is not going to be any amount of money that will be given as a compensation or as payment for those who are providing liquidity? Come on. Let's try to understand. The reason why code was used here was because there's nothing that is 100% complete until it is done. Okay? You can't say it will, because you're not God. Anything can happen before now and then. So code is better. And remember, it says 0.01% of a trade's value goes to an address you must have no expectation of. So if 0.01% is going to an address you must not have expectation of, then it means the remaining percentage is being used for what has been explained here. So please, let's have this is what is in the white paper. Let's not just conjure what we feel or what we anticipate or whatever expectation. Expectation can be in two ways. It can either be negative or positive. Richard adds as one that we should not have any of the expectation, whether positive or negative expectation on other people's work. Okay, I think that's clear. So this tokenomics about PULSEX. PULSEX is the DEX, you know. So as PLS continue to progress, if you believe that PLS is going to survive, if you believe that there's going to be a serious adoption of PLS, if you believe that people will come into the project of PLS, man, you should be 1000% more bullish on PULSEX, because more people coming into PLS project, coming in to buy and sell on PLS means high volume. And you know what high volume means? With the fact that 21% of this 0.29% of every transaction that is going to be used to buy and burn, that is going with the fact that just 21% of 0.29% is going to be used to buy and burn. Do you know what that means? Which means if PLS succeeds, I can 100% tell you that 100 times more, if this tokenomics is followed by Richard Arts and his team, PULSEX is going to even be more successful, except we are just thinking that these are just white elephant promises. But let's see how it plans out. So now I'll talk about X. So let's talk about X. What's happening now that the market is dumping? What is the impact on X? I know X should be down so bad now. X, if you want to know about the latest about X, if you want to know the latest about X, I covered X in one of my videos some few days ago. Yeah, so the market is down and it affected X too. You can see from this chart. I read this, guys. So if any of you check my my analysis on X some days ago, I showed the charts of X Uniswap. Okay, I think it was this chart I used, because I drew lines on it and I wish to make sure, I wish to have those lines on it. Let me check if maybe it's not this one. Let me check the other X of USDT. Okay, yeah, I think I drew this line then, that this part was broken. But one thing I can say, guys, I said it. If you watch that video then, or if you have not watched the video, please try and go and rewatch. I drew a line from this point and I put it under this bottom here. Okay, if you know how to draw trend lines, guys, you understand what I'm doing here. So we already have 2 points here that is following each other. So we are looking for the next point. So I said in that video that the possible scenario here is this. Let me just draw this line for you to see. We may have this to touch this point, forming double bottom, then go up like this. Okay, not a financial advice, guys, but that's how technical analysis work. In case you don't understand this, you may want to do some research about it. Let me make this bold. Let me draw this as yellow. Okay, let me make it green so that it reflects. Let me increase the line width. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is likely what will be this scenario. So in case you don't know, this is double bottom, this place, and this place. Yeah, so let me make this red so you can see what I'm saying. This orange color, no, sorry, let me click on this so you can see. No, I want this. No, yeah, selected. So I'll make this orange too, make it yellow, so you understand some of these things. So you can see these two. We have one bottom here, we have another bottom here, double bottom. So this is likely what will likely play out. So if you want to buy with limit order, you may set your buy order around 17 cents. Yes, you might set your order around 17 cents. I expect that there will be a bounce from that hand. It might not touch that place finally, but something like that is going to play out. So we now have double bottoms, then the rally will start again. So there is good tokenomics about X. You can go and read about X. This X was the first project Richard Arts did, and it did 1,000,000%. Yes, 1,000,000%. Richard Arts himself confirmed it. So this is a huge tokenomics because people lock their HEX and they earn from it. So that's why it cannot just fall anyhow. And the fact that you have Richard Arts there, he kind of also supports his project. He wouldn't like his project to fail at all. And one thing I want to add is that once PLX, PULSECHAIN, and PULSEX succeeds, okay. On the other note, let me just mention this, that we have over 840 million sacrificed so far. So if PULSEX and PULSECHAIN succeeds, guys, it will rub on X because people will take some profit out and reinvest in X. And considering the fact that X is currently down, so people will be willing to go in at this point. I already show you where will be the best place for you to enter into X. But please do not consider my advice as a financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. If you want a financial advisor, please look for one. I've not been trained to be a financial advisor. Videos on this channel, this video you are watching is for entertainment purposes, educational purposes, and for the purpose of whatever you want to give it apart from financial advice. I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just speaking based on experience. So we have seen now the first reason that we talk about is the good tokenomics of this project. The second reason is because, just like I showed from my BTC chart here, BTC is currently down. When BTC is down, it means the market is what? The market is also down, guys. So to be honest, the best time for one to enter a project is when BTC is at its low. So the second reason why a lot of people holding X, PLS, and PULSECHAIN will be rich in 2022 is because it's going to be launched during the bear market. The bottom of the bear market is likely to be launched. It's going to be launched by next month. Like it was said that the sacrifice is going to stop around, I think, February 23rd. If I'm not wrong, let's go to PULSEX.com and make sure we are speaking based on facts. Look at it here. It's going to look at it. You can see volume bonus ends, sacrifice phase ends on February 25th. So February 25th is when the sacrifice will end. Here you can see here and here, sending here. So guys, what this means is that by the time it will be getting to that point, we might be seeing BTC around 20k, which I feel is going to be the final bottom of this bear market. We're already in bear market. Don't let anybody deceive you. That's how I see it. I've been talking about it since it was oversold. I want to get a my Bybit my Bitstamp chart here. Bitstamp, yeah, good. So I spoke about this when we are at this point in the chart, this point here. So, and I also talked about this when we're at this point, because at this point we're far oversold. So a lot of people sold here, so they try to get him back here, and they see the market is not moving back, they sold, and that's why you're having this. So a lot of people sold at this point, and they got back in at this point, and now that this market is coming, they want to live in profits. They are probably selling now, so they are probably looking at this support region, which is 20k. So if BTC would dump in the next few weeks down to 20k, that's bullish for PULSECHAIN and PULSEX and HEX. This means that these two projects are going to be launching at the bottom of the market, which means we can only have an upside. So that's the second reason why 2022 is going to be a smiling year. This is why 2022 could be a smiling year for PULSECHAIN and PULSEX holders and HEX holders. This is not 100%. I'm not 100% saying that it's going to happen exactly as I'm explaining it. Okay, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know what tomorrow will bring, but I'm just speaking based on fundamental and technical analysis. So let's consider the last reason why HEX holders and PULSECHAIN holders and PULSEX holders will be rich in 2022. Now, the third reason is Richard Arts. Yeah, look at this video here. I woke up to this video this morning, so I want you to see it. This was posted by Arts Law, Thoughts from the Heart. So let's watch the video, please. I want you to watch the video and hear what Richard Arts said here. Can I maximize this? Okay. So I want to take this back, so we restart. So guys, please pay attention to this video. Okay. I don't know if the audio of my system is on, because I think I do not want it to play any video, but any audio. If it plays out, fine, but if it doesn't play out, I will tell you why, what he said, and you can actually go to the tweet too to check the video out. Okay, let's see. How do I say this that you don't have without expectation? He said he's going to throw his money around this year. He said that's all he's saying. He said he has too much money. So no expectations. Okay? It's time to get to work now, guys. So that's all, guys. I will go away from this now. So what he basically said in that video is that this year is going to throw a lot of money around, that he's super rich. So whatever you interpret from that, guys, now you know. Sorry, I used pigeon there. But what this means is that you should pay attention to what he said there. And he's basically trying to say that he is going to invest in this project, probably push some of the prices up. He said no expectation, okay guys, I don't want to have expectation. So if you look at what Richard is showing here, you can see the double bottom at the top here too, almost forming for the X chart. So guys, pay attention to this. You can see it's about to form here on this chart. So that's basically what I want to say there. So the third reason why PULSEX, PULSECHAIN holders will be rich or could be rich in 2022 is because of this man called Richard Arts. Yeah, Richard Arts. So one thing I like about him is that he supports his project. He talks about his project. If you compare him to Justin Sun, who owns Trons, you will see that he has been doing well in marketing his projects more. If you compare his project to that of Casper and all that, you see that he's always there talking about his project, instead of just like Casper, people will go to Dubai and attend some seminar and forget their project on one side. He doesn't leave his project on the side. He is always there pushing the project, talking about it under everybody's Twitter account. So for someone who is so much interested in his project, who's devoted to his project, is a kind of person that attitude alone is a reason for many people want to get into the project. And to be honest, the execants are there. His projects already have a community and loyalists too. So guys, these are the three reasons, or three ways in which three reasons why I think PULSEX and PULSECHAIN and X holders will become rich this year. Before you go, guys, do not forget, if truly you enjoyed this video and you like the way I broke things down in my analysis, the only thing you can do for your own benefit and the benefit of this channel is to make sure that you subscribe. If you haven't done that, make sure you do that just now. Just click on the subscribe button, and also don't forget to click on the notification bell. It's important because that will make sure that that will help you to make sure that you don't miss out on any detailed analysis and fundamental analysis and crucial information is coming in the future. So about any other project coming on or new sacrifice that will take place. So make sure you click on the subscribe button, guys. Okay, so I think that's all for today. I would like to recap again the three reasons why I think PULSEX, PULSECHAIN, and X holders would or could be rich in 2022 is: number one, good tokenomics; number two, launch at the bottom of BTC, which is at the bottom of the bear market; and lastly, Richard Arts. So guys, that's all. Please like this video, subscribe, and click on the notification bell. See you and meet you next time. Thank you so much. It's your boy FOD from Ejala Crypto.